Okay, firstly, thanks very much for coming today. First thing I'd just like to say is token of appreciation to Phil from Sky. We know he's had his last press conference. You know, he's given great contribution to the services of media in rugby. We've enjoyed a good relationship with him. That's not to say we're not going to have a good relationship with Gail. But yeah, and we just pass on our best wishes to him. He's been a good fella. In terms of the rugby, big game this week. We've had a great preparation, really worked hard but smart. We're playing against a very good team. We know they've improved a lot since June. You know, their attack particularly has become more varied. They vary their alignment. You know, they've got some clever two-phase plays, and we're looking forward to defending against them. So for us, you know, we've had a good year so far, but it's not good enough. We want to finish off with our best performance of the year. So physically, we believe we're peaking. Mentally, we're in a good spot, so we just got to put the wheels in the motion on the field. So we're enormously excited about the game. It's a great opportunity for us to take another step forward. So the only other thing I want to say is obviously Michael Cheika's had a lot to say this week. I'm disappointed he's upset. But in terms of where we are, we've just been focusing on our game. Yeah, he's made some comments about legacy. Well, we don't have anything to do with legacy. Yeah, it's an uncontrollable part of what happened, so we're not perturbed about that. We believe when we went on the Australian tour, you know, staff and players behaved in a very respectful manner. You know, I reinforce again, I found the Australian media disrespectful when we were down there, so I don't hide away from those comments. Okay, so happy to answer any questions now.
Eddie, Nathan Hughes has some very big boots to fill, hasn't he, on the weekend? How does he feel about doing that? Big boots and big jersey.
Billy's a big man. Look, Nathan's just got to play his own game. You know, it's a big test for him. First time to start for England. It's a wonderful opportunity for him. And it's more about the fact that everyone in the team's got to pick up the slack. It's not one person that's got to fill Billy's boots. Yeah, we know he's an influential player, but Nathan's a very good player in his own right. But it'll be up to everyone on the field to pick up a little bit more.
He has had a foot injury, and that's all about his fitness and also mentally. It's a big game for England, and there's a huge expectation on him.
Yeah, but you know, there's only pressure when you don't know what you're doing. He knows what he's doing. He's got a role to play in the team. Yeah, and the great thing about our team is that, yeah, we're probably missing 7 very influential players. And we just get on with it. Everyone, you know, fulfills their role in the team. We're a hard-working team. You know, we back ourselves to work harder than the opposition. If everyone does that, we're in a position to win the game, which is what we want to be on Saturday.
Marlon Yard gets the nod over Samazolo Kundingini. Why?
Well, you know, I think I've always stated I like a winger with pace, and I like a winger with work rate. And Marlon's work rate is fantastic. You know. He's an interesting boy, Marlon. You know, he's up and down, and he's up at the moment. So it's a good place to be for Saturday.
You said after the game on Saturday that you wanted to speak to the referee, Jaco Piper. Have you held a meeting? Is there one planned yet?
We've got a meeting on Friday, 3:30. Got all the green tea set out, ready to go.
And is Michael Cheika coming to that meeting?
We've extended the invitation. It'll be up to him whether he accepts it or not.
But he hasn't replied yet, no?
I'm not sure. I'm not too worried about who's going to attend the party.
You said that it was uncontrollable, but hearing from somebody that you've known a long time, that you used to play with, you tarnished your reputation in the summer. What did you make of that coming from him?
Well, as I said, you know, he's obviously upset. I'm disappointed he's upset. We'll have a cold beer in the dressing room after the game, and he's quite welcome to join us. You know, I don't control his emotions.
Have you spoken to him at all this week?
No, I've been too busy with our team.
He feels that there was no disrespect from the media in the summer, but you clearly stand by that.
100%.
Because?
Because they were disrespectful.
In what way?
Well, I thought the commercial... Look, you know, we've covered this. I thought the commercial they put out was making out as though we were laughing stock to think that we could win a game in Australia. So I find that disrespectful.
Gareth Southgate's just taken over today. What advice would you give him?
Well, I don't think he needs any advice. You know, I'm sure he's going to get on with it. But you know, to be the English manager of any of the major sports, it comes with a great deal of expectation. There's a media pressure, and you just got to be your own man. You just got to get on with it, and I'm sure he'll do that.
Have you met him yet? Have you got any plans to do so?
Not yet, but I'd definitely like to meet him. You know, I've heard very good reports about him. So hopefully he'll be in the job a bit longer than Sam.
Dylan, the finger was once again pointed at Dan Cole this week for an England-Australia game. Presumably you don't believe what Checker was saying about him earlier this week?
I am aware of what was said. Look, Coley's a great scrummager. You don't stumble upon 60-odd caps scrummaging illegally. He's a good operator. He's difficult to play against. I know that. Big Northampton Leicester derby this week, and I've played him a few times there. And to have him alongside you, he's a rock. So, look, we practice good pictures. We want to show the ref good pictures. We want to put that into practice at the weekend.
Check obviously pointed to his yellow card before half-time last week. Is that an area that you have been looking at scrum, or is it just a coincidence that every time you've watched you train this week it's been scrum practice?
We always focus on our scrum. First and foremost, set-piece dominance is what we underpin our side with, that and a strong defence, and we're always working hard on it. I don't think we've had a complete performance scrummaging-wise yet, and this weekend is where we want to get it.
Eddie, Australia will be fielding a back row with perhaps a couple more traditional fetchers. How does the England back row compare or compete in that area?
Well, you know, I think I stated before, the breakdown's about, it's a team contest, not a back row contest. That was rugby 15 years ago. Now it's a contest between 15 versus 15 at the breakdown. So the skill of our 13 JJ is just as important as our skill of our 6 or 7. Because every time, the great thing about rugby, every time the ball goes on the ground, there's a contest. So who's in that contest is dependent on where it is on the field position. So it's a contest between 15 versus 15. Yeah, you got to remember Australia is a team that has a very low kick to pass ratio. You know, they've got one of the lowest in the competition, so they're going to have a lot of ball on the deck. So there'll be a lot of contesting for us.
On the selection of Marland Yard, obviously Elliot Daly was coming in off the wing quite a lot, looking for that work in midfield that he's got the skill set to do. In terms of work rate, do you expect a similar sort of thing from Marland, or is it more about how busy he might be in defence and that sort of thing?
Well, he's got to be busy in defence, but in attack as well. Yeah, he's got to find the ball off his wing, 100%.
Eddie, you generated so much positivity around England rugby, well, the team, but it's such a different mood, say, to last December, last November. What's been key to it in your mind? How have you been able to do it? It's not all down to your
players. The players have been fantastic. All the credit should go to the players. Look, you know, they've had talent. All I've done is taught them how to play as a team. I haven't taught them about rugby. And the players' contribution has been absolutely significant. You know, they've generated a force within themselves. They lead themselves to a large extent. They set standards by themselves. And all we do is provide an environment for them to flourish. Now we're going to get a massive test on Saturday, which will again test the resolve of the team, and that's what we want. But the credit deserves to the players. And I don't mean that in any other way than that's what's warranted. You know, rugby's a game where coaches don't intervene a lot. You know, we're not like basketball coaches and get the whiteboard out and draw crosses and circles, or we can be a English manager and be on the sideline and, you know, jump up and down and cuddle players and you know, kick water bottles if essential. You know, we don't get the chance to intervene like that. So the players are so important making decisions. So, you know, we encourage the players to make decisions, and they've been making good decisions.
I wonder then, is your intervention about what goes on inside their heads more? I mean, about making them believe in themselves, Eddie? Is that where you intervene?
Well, I think, you know, to have a successful rugby team, you got to believe in what you're doing. You got to have great clarity in what you're doing, and then you got to work as a team. So, you know, the only thing I've given them is possibly a belief in how we want to play and how we want to train. And then the clarity comes from within the group, and knowing your role in the team comes down to selection.
And in your experience, when you have an opposition coach who spends quite a bit of time talking about their opponents, as Michael Chekhov has done, is that a symptom, a sign that that coach is actually feeling a bit insecure, would you say?
I'm not sure about that. Look, yeah, I think it's been quite interesting the week. I think it's been absolutely fascinating. So it's been interesting being a bystander in the week, watching the world sail past. We've just sat here and prepared well at Penny Hill.
Would you be smiling more than normal if and when you win on Saturday?
No. It's it's an important game for us. It's our most important game of the year because it's our last one and it's our next one. So, in that context, it's a game where we want to step up. And as I said, we're missing 7 influential players, so it's a massive opportunity for us to really step up and show the depth of English rugby, and that's what we want to do on Saturday.
Dylan, it feels a little bit like a cup final. They're looking at it that way, maybe sort of saving their year and certainly from the embarrassment of the summer. Have you felt, from your point of view and beaten and all of that there is a little bit extra in the camp this week, feeling the specialness of this game?
This is our cup final as well. Like Eddie said, it's our next game. It's our last game for a while, and I think every week we've targeted these games as a step in our progression as a team, and this is our biggest challenge yet. So, as ever, we're clear. We've got clarity on what we want to do. We just need to execute, and we can do it with confidence at the weekend because of how we've trained this week.
Are you sensing that just by just looking at the players, seeing it in their eyes, or are they communicating that to you as well?
No, I feel the way we train. We prepare hard. We prepare well. So we take our confidence from that.
And Eddie, obviously Australia playing a lot better than they played in the summer, probably in all aspects. But if you had to sort of single out, and it's difficult in a short answer, but if you had to single out the major reason or major reasons why they were playing better, what is it about their play at the moment?
Well, I think in the June tests they were experimenting with a different style of attack. I think they were going down the Kiwi line of attack, which everyone seems to be obsessed with. They've let go of that obsession and attacked in more of an Australian way. They're much flatter at the line. They provide more options when they attack now. And that's made them a more dangerous team. Defensively, they've probably taken a bit of line speed off their defence, which can work in both ways. And their set piece has been so-so.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good.